Hey everyone, today we're checking out the SoundPEATS RunFree open ear earbuds. Now this is an upgraded version of the RunFree Lite, which are one of the best value products I've reviewed all year. And the RunFree have been improved in 5 major areas. And considering they're only slightly more expensive, this is pretty impressive. Because the RunFree Lite you can get around $30 US, the RunFree $50 US. So I'm gonna cover everything today, compare them to other brands, because as usual here, we're going in depth. Now let's start with improvement number 1, which is build quality. On the surface, they do look very similar, but the RunFree feels about twice as premium. They advertise that they use food grade silicone. It's soft and it feels very comfortable on your skin. And if you wanted to eat your earbuds, you can eat the outside of them now. So there you go. Either way, it's super smooth and soft, much nicer compared to the hard plastic resting on your ear, which the RunFree Lite use. And this silicone leads me to improvement number 2, which is stability of fit. Because this was a small issue with the Lite. When I was running or walking outside and I would look left to right, the buds would move out of my ear canal slightly, which would affect the sound quality. But with the extra grip of the silicone on the RunFree, this doesn't happen anymore. So when you're running, exercising, moving your head around, looking around, the RunFree don't budge out of place at all with that extra stability. And that's what these open earbuds are usually designed for: exercising, specifically cycling and running, where you want to be able to hear your surroundings, which is exactly what you're getting with the RunFree and the RunFree Lite. The open ear style means you can hear your surroundings as well as if you were not even wearing any earbuds at all. The only issue with this neckband style is when you're weight training, you might lie down on a bench, for example. The earbuds do move out of place a little bit because of that neckband. And I noticed when I was like sitting on the chair, if I lean my head back, then the buds are also going to move out of place slightly. Not a deal breaker, just something to keep in mind. Now you're getting the same IPX rating here of 4, so this means that they're water resistant and splash resistant, sweat resistant. You just can't submerge the buds in water. Now the battery life you're getting here is 14 hours in total. You did get 17 hours on the RunFree Lite. They charge via USB-C, but there is no fast charging here. So it does take an hour and a half to charge the earbuds from dead to full. Now with controls, you get a physical button on the back of the neckband here on the right side. And with that, you can control everything: play, pause, track forward and back, volume up and down, and activating the low latency gaming mode. The only thing missing with the controls is being able to activate your voice assistant. But onto upgrade number 3 now, and that's gonna be with the volume control. Because on the Lite, if you wanted to quickly turn your volume up and down, you couldn't really do it. You'd have to press the volume up button, wait about half a second, press it again, and then keep that going. Where on the RunFree now, you can just press it as quick as you like and increase or decrease your volume at the speed that you want. A small thing, but it goes a long way. Now the connectivity here is the same as the RunFree Lite: Bluetooth 5.3, SBC and AAC for your codecs. And just like the Lite, you're getting multi-point connection, which was a pretty shocking feature to see at the price that the Lite are at. But not only has it returned on the RunFree, this is gonna lead me to improvement number 4, and that's with the multi-point connection itself. Because this is the best multi-point connection that I've ever tested with any product in any price range. So just like any multi-point connection, you have to pause playback on one device before you resume it on the other device. And it usually takes a couple of seconds for that audio to kick in. Some earbuds it's 5 seconds, some earbuds it takes about 10 seconds. And the Lite was one of those earbuds where it took about 10 seconds for the audio to kick in. But on the RunFree here, it's pretty much instant. You pause playback on one device, play it on the other, it's instantly gonna start playing back that audio, which I've never witnessed in any. I'm talking like I've tested Sony earbuds, Sennheiser, all the premium brands, they normally take at least a couple of seconds. So don't know what SoundPEATS is doing here, but that's improvement number 4. Now latency with watching videos is completely fine. When it comes to gaming, like I said, these have a low latency gaming mode. In my quick test, I noticed it brought the latency down quite a bit, but here are the detailed results I got in my test on both iOS and Android. So casual games, 400 milliseconds is fine. You want to get closer to 200 milliseconds if you're into faster reaction games like shooters. Now let's talk about call quality. This is going to be the only downgrade because it is slightly worse than the RunFree Lite. It's still not terrible, but here are the samples so you can hear for yourself. All right, so starting the test here with my iPhone 12 Pro microphone, so you can hear all the noise going on around me. All right, so here is the call quality of the SoundPEATS RunFree Lite. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here is the call quality of the SoundPEATS RunFree. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, if you're enjoying this style of review, please chuck a like down there because it really does help the video and the channel out. Now onto improvement number 5, and that's with sound quality. First off, the Lite for the price and the fact it's an open ear earbud still sound pretty good. You actually get a decent amount of bass, which is the trickiest part with this style of earbud since there's nothing actually digging into your ear canal. So the drivers have to be working overtime to even push a small amount of bass into your ears. Now it is mainly mid bass you are hearing on the Lite, very minimal sub bass, pretty much nothing. And the bass itself was a bit digital, slightly bloated, but you do what you gotta do to push out some bass with the open ear style at the price that they're at. Anyway, the RunFree bass, much nicer, cleaner, actually has a bit of punch to it. Also more deep sub bass, still not much as an open ear earbud. So overall it sounds like slightly less mid bass, but it has no bloat and it actually sounds more real. The mid range is also more forward and has a more natural sound, so vocals come through a lot clearer, more natural. And the treble is also one of the most noticeable improvements. You get more sparkle and detail, slightly more open soundstage. So combine all of this with the bass and the punch, you're getting much better instrument separation and just overall much better sound. Now the volume was also a small issue with the Lite. It was still okay, but an open ear earbud, you need to have a lot of volume if you're gonna be in a noisy environment. You're gonna hear everything around you, so you need to be able to crank your earbuds. It has sort of been improved on the RunFree. You get about another half click of volume, so they're slightly louder, but I did find myself having to venture around 80% to 90% volume in a noisy environment. And if you do want to crank these earbuds, they sound great at all volumes, middle volumes, at high volumes, there's no distortion, and you still get a pretty full sound. Now to give you more of an idea of the features and the sound quality, let's run through some comparisons. First one are the Wings 2 from SoundPEATS. Now these are a semi-in-ear fit, so they should sound better, but the RunFree sound better in every way, especially with the bass performance. The next two earbuds I want to compare are the OpenRock Pro and Shox Open Fit. Now both do sound better, but that's when you're going to be listening below 60% volume. Because the OpenRock Pro lose a lot of bass past 60% volume, and the Shox distort with bass above 70% volume. Where like I said, with the RunFree, you can crank them at 100% and there's no distortion and they still sound full with their bass response. Now, not entirely fair comparisons because they are true wireless versions, but they still have the open ear style. And you're still not getting sound quality that you get on pairs like the SoundPEATS Air 3 or the Air 4. They are a semi-in-ear, not an open ear style though. So the open earbuds, they're not at the level of a semi-in-ear fit yet, but I'm starting to notice some solid improvements, and the RunFree have the best sound quality overall at all volumes out of all the open ear earbuds that I've tested. If this is the kind of bud you're looking for, the neckband open ear style, you can't go wrong with the RunFree. If it is better sound you're after and you still don't want an earbud with ear tips, your next best choice are going to be the SoundPEATS Air 4 or Air 3. So check out my video here where I compare them both. So check that out. In the meantime, stay picky and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.